It's the Real Ninja Reviews podcast. We want to welcome you. Pull up, smoke up, chill out, relax, and join us for the ride. Smitty Smith, host, co-host here, sitting to my left. Saucy J.
Yo, what's poppin'? Hello, world.
We got my man sitting to the left, Saucy J. We got my man's B New.
Hey, what's cracking, y'all? The boy Shine Two Stacks coming live from the Spoiler Kingdom.
Yeah, Melly Mel, BKA, MTM, you know what I'm saying? Flexing all through the show.
Every time you hear a recording, whenever you see anything with Real Ninja Reviews on it, you never know who it's going to be, but you know it's going to be quality. And you know who you're dealing with is going to be knowledgeable. And you're going to be a little bit entertained by hopefully you'll be entertained by our little silly little antics. Yo, welcome everybody to Real Ninja Reviews, episode 15. It's your boy Smith.
15?
Yeah, we made it to 15, man. Y'all believe that shit?
We in there, nigga.
15,
nigga.
Man,
Nope.
What's good, y'all?
Got to go back and review some of the old stuff. I haven't went back that far. I review for like a couple weeks. I listened through the last couple episodes or whatever, but I really don't go all the way back. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to catch back up and start over again. Do a rewatch, re-listen, go back.
Actually, when I was driving up to New Hampshire and shit, I listened to like 3 episodes straight. Shit was funny. Way funnier than it is when I was actually doing this shit.
The stuff really sounded funnier. No, when you're listening to it,
let's shout out to Brian. Brian, you the funniest dude, man. Like possibly, I know, man.
Brian by far the funniest, man. Brian is the funniest. We all know, y'all, the listeners, the watchers, the viewers, our folks. Everybody know Brian is the funniest one.
Shout out to Black Billy, one of Brian's alter egos.
One of as many monikers. Black Billy, Be Nasty, Be New.
Shout out to Black Billy from Power Impact. You know,
Black Billy.
He gave you the respect. He gave you the Power Impact. I wasn't saying it.
I appreciate that, Sauce.
Man, you Black Billy forever, man. So with.
Black Billy forever. Make sure you get that shirt with yourself.
No, I can't believe he called himself that shit. That shit crazy. Like, that shit
Brian, literally, man, you should take a picture with that tank top on and get it screen printed on your shirt on another tank top, man. Dude, just do it.
Yeah, right. Get you a picture. Take you a picture of that blue tank top on and screen print that shit on a blue tank top.
On another blue tank top, cuz everybody can know.
We need to get that. Yeah, we need to
Like
get
Billy,
that.
huh?
No, and you got to do the chain. You got to have your jewelry on. But look, man. So we gonna try to hit a Reuben. So you know how we do every episode, man. Ninja moves. What y'all been on, man? Be New. What you been on? What you been on since the last recording?
I've been reading this manga called Bone Collection. I've discussed it with y'all, the listeners, and you guys in the past on one of the episodes, but I just wanted to say it is 11 chapters out now, and it's actually starting to heat up a little bit. I mean, I want to see what they do with episode 12. I mean, not episode 12, I'm sorry. Chapter 12. But for those who don't know, I'm going to keep this brief. It's just about exorcism and a guy who has a prestige family, but he is like a Naruto type character. He's not really good. And he used a different type of exorcism, which is demon exorcism.
Okay. Nice. So he following the Ashura path. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, the formula of you have the no good character, and then you have the extremely talented, and the extremely talented in this show is a female exorcist who.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be a chick.
Yeah, she's the most talented.
With him or something?
Huh?
Is she like the protagonist as well, or does she like fall in love with this dude or something? Or they become
not yet. It might be implied, but it seems like who he's gonna fall in love with is the character called, I think her name is Pariah or something. Whatever her name is, she's triple S demon class.
Damn,
And that's
triple
what he
S?
uses pop. Yeah, she's a
Is it
triple
like
S
the
demon class.
pariah? Like her name is just pariah? Like it's a real name or some shit?
Yeah, no, that's her
Yes.
name. I think I'm saying it wrong. It's like Paira. So I just, that's how they spell it. So it's like it must be
Korea
pariah.
or pariah? I mean, it's all the same at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas
So
need some help with that shit. So
yeah, I good, dude.
They call Lifeline on that pronunciation.
Yep. Well, we're gonna find it. You're going to send some pictures in so I can post them up on the
Yeah,
video,
I'll
whatever,
send
so
some pictures to
You know
y'all.
what, Brian? Just
Get some
because you mentioned
clarity.
it, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it so we can jostle back and forth about it.
That's what I
But-
that's what I need to go through the old episodes. to
But
go
the
through
last
is to get the reference.
the last Exorcist anime manga I actually took a look at was Blue Exorcist.
That's a really good
Yeah.
one, actually.
I liked the first season, but the second season kind of just was like kind of weird.
That just took a while to get going. It just took a while. It was a little slower, but when they actually got going, the second season was hard, especially how
Yeah.
I didn't see the second
everything
season.
happened. Second season was hard. I don't know when they're gonna come over to Throwing. The second season came out a couple years ago already now, so
Yeah, it's actually it's like it was like 26 piece.
I don't know. How many of the mangas is it? Are they still doing them?
No.
Probably. They're not.
it
It's
ended?
over.
No, the manga's over with.
Wow.
I think it's like 33 volumes altogether.
Yeah, so they ain't gonna do them last like few episodes. That shit wouldn't make sense. They probably make it a movie or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd make sense. If they make it like a canon movie or whatever, that'd be decent.
But you also got to think production because of COVID-19 has been slow.
Oh man, this shit came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, that would be a dope movie concept. I mean, it could possibly be
over.
better than that Bleach movie they came out with on Netflix.
Oh, man, people gave that live action Bleach movie some love though, for real.
I haven't seen it.
You never seen it? I advise you to go watch it, brother.
Yeah.
I don't like Bleach like that, so
for anime adaptation ain't that bad. It wasn't as bad as the Attack on Titan. I couldn't get jiggy with that at all. Like the live action Attack on Titan movie.
Yeah, I didn't even check that out. Actually,
they had a live Attack on Titans.
Yeah, man. They had a live Attack on Titan.
When they stopped the anime a few years back.
But the manga though was so far ahead, and it's crazy what happened in the anime in the manga.
Yeah, they still. I stopped reading.
It's another one that's on the level of Hunter x Hunter because they just get way too descriptive of everything. You be having to stay on one page just to you got to read it twice to even see what they even talking about. You do reference points.
Yeah, they do that. They do that on purpose. They ain't slick.
Hunter x.
I mean, but they got a lot of information that they try to get in. So
you know how detailed Hunter x Hunter is.
I know. Hey, real quick, they did I think somebody did a meme and they used One Piece, but then they did it a Hunter x Hunter styles. I think it was like 2-3 years ago, and they was explaining what hockey was, and they went into in-depth detail. This is how Hunter x Hunter does everything. And it's like
it's almost like reading Hunter x Hunter is like when you're doing the first mission on a video game and they just explaining all the details.
The tutorial. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's like what?
Yeah, it's funny. So, all right, Jay, what about you? What you been on? How much? I know you didn't move and relocated and everything. So
I'm officially an East Coast nigga. At this point, I'm out here in Philly area. I ain't gonna say I'm in Philly because I'm definitely not in Philly, but on the outskirts. But still, I got my spot. And I'm solidifying that right now.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
I know, right? It's a lot of eye candy out here for sure. Even with mask on, it's a whole lot going on. Way more than I'm used to. So, but I'm gonna keep that brief. But at the same time, I'm gonna keep that little brief. But at the same time, not too much though, Smitty. Besides this, I've been missing video games. This whole transition period over the last month and a half. I haven't even sniffed a loading screen, nigga, at all.
Well, lucky for you, this I get you caught up on some of the news or some of the happenings in the
So that
community
was
right
hot.
now.
What's
Some of the
hot?
game
What's
shit
hot out
be
here in these
going.
streets?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
going on? Keep you abreast. You and our, you know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it.
Everybody that's joining us. So okay,
Yeah.
so I guess it's on me.
But
Oh no,
yeah. No, I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, go ahead, Smitty. I ain't got too much, man. This one.
I wasn't trying to stop you though, for real.
Stop the
maybe-
hate.
Yeah, since we've been back at work, so you know things that slowed down, ain't been able to. Y'all some essential brothers. I was not an essential brother. My ass was
I've been
home for a while, so I've been back for a few weeks. So
yeah, I don't even know what that whole like not working life is about.
I agree with Sauce on that one.
We about to be right back. We about to be right back in it. The way these numbers and stuff is going. I got a few months off, like a lot of people did. I tried to take it. I took full advantage of every moment that I could. So anyway, a little bit less time, but I've been on a little bit of stuff. I've been on Netflix, obviously watching some stuff on Netflix. So I'll start messing with that Warrior Nun, man.
Was it hard?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, I don't want to be overly critical. I thought it can have like a little bit more action, a little bit more fighting, conflict or whatever. But in terms of like a story and you know of something that's actually new and different, it's really good. The actors,
So what's
how they pull it off. So basically, I don't, you know, without spoiling it for anybody, Warrior Nun is basically about a sect of nuns that hunt demons. And so the main, you know, the main story or the main plot is like there is an artifact that the nuns use to actually find the demons or whatever, and they got into the hands of somebody who it necessarily wasn't supposed to. It's not a bad person or nothing, but it was basically, you know, not kept within the group, and it had to go outside the group because of some unforeseen circumstances. Some shit happened, some shit went down, and so that's the story. So it's unique, man. It's different. I mean, it's actually a book, so you know, normally how those go.
Is it like a light novel or something like that, or what is it?
I believe it's a novel. So I don't know if it's a novel or novel series, but I know it's a book because, you know, in the beginning of it says like based off.
Do they have a power system, like, or is it just
no?
like
They just some people. They just some people. The only. See, I don't want to spoil it for everybody, man. But it's one person who necessarily has powers. The person, I mean, that artifact gives people power. It's like an artifact that the whole story is based around. Is this certain artifact? So that certain artifact gives the, you know, the bearer powers.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it, but it sounds real similar to kind of how they do Fire Force with their like them.
No, man, them niggas actually shooting out fire and making guns.
I'm just saying, they channel power through a weapon though.
They not doing. These is regular human beings. They just practice martial
is this
arts.
episodic? That's the only thing I need to know. It's episodic or a movie?
No, it's episodic. It's a show.
Okay, that's all right.
I'm almost
I'll
done
probably
with the
check it out.
season.
I started to watch it, but
I'm gonna check it out then.
It's pretty good.
My bad, man. I didn't mean to question you up and down. I was just trying to get some.
No, you straight. I mean, that's good. Everybody need to know. I just don't want to spoil stuff for people. I try not. I let the spoiler king. Shout out Mel. First off, shout out Mel. Rest in peace to his grandmother. He couldn't be with us because he with his family. So our prayers go out to him and his family. Shout out
prayers to you, Mel.
Yep, for sure. Shout out to Shine. He at work right now. So I think he's supposed to be here later on the episode. I don't want to guarantee nothing because you know how, you know, life goes, shit happens. So you never know if he's actually going, you know, if we're going to be able to put him in or not. Who knows? We supposed to get together and do some stuff. If it don't happen, we'll do it for the next episode. We got so much stuff that we can do. We got to get our Patreon going. That's what we need to be. We need to be pushing our Patreon for real because we got so much
Patreon, for those who don't know, will be uncut. Just to let the listener know that it's uncut.
We need to look into what y'all need to. I'll drop some information on what Patreons are. Some people hip, some people not. But y'all get some uncut information, videos, just y'all get a lot more access to us and the things that we into and the things that we own. So
like stuff we can't put on YouTube or anything will be on the Patreon account.
Yo, definitely. So
which is all of B News Antics,
right?
everybody.
Yeah. All the stuff be new beyond. But all right, but other than Warrior Nun for real, the only thing I've been playing has been Call of Duty for real. So I got we got a talking point. We got a talking point that we can get to Call of Duty that we're gonna get on later on in the show about Call of Duty. So yeah, Warrior Nun, Call of Duty. That's really about it, man. Oh yeah, I watched UFC 251 last night. It was pretty good. I know they mad at Usman for how he won that fight, but man, nigga, you gotta win how you win. He won.
I mean, dub is a dub.
He clearly won that fight without a shadow of a doubt. But man, hey, this dude was stumping homie's feet though. He was like stumping his toes, bro. Like he was up against the corner. He had him up against the fence. He was hitting him with the shoulders, right? Like with the jump shoulder hits, and then he was like stumping his toes and like beating him in the body and headbutting him a little bit. He was whooping his ass. Like
that sound a bit ruthless, brother.
Yeah, but it was, but they call it boring. I didn't think it was boring. I thought it was interesting. I'm like, man, he getting his ass kicked. I'm like, y'all decide to do this. I mean, I would rather watch boxing because you just punching. But if you let homie inside on you like that, and then that happens, you're supposed to stop it. I mean, there's ways to stop it. If he can stump your toes and you can grab his leg or something, kicking.
Yeah, you should never let somebody just fucking stomp your feet though, cause
man, he would do it. I didn't know I seen him do it. I've seen people do it a little bit, but I never seen nobody. Homie was like A-Town stumping on this nigga toes the whole fight. Yo, you know them, and the Chamber Usman is a Nigerian cat, so you know what them comment sections was like all day today and all that.
It was talking wild, probably.
Man,
sure it was wild.
Mega ruthless, but he won. I'm like, hey, that nigga won, so who cares?
Is that the same cat that like be doing them backflips and shit when he be winning? Is that
you talking about Adesanya?
Never mind.
Usman ain't doing no flips. Maybe he used to back in the day, but not that I'm aware of. Yeah, Usman
not anything right now.
No Nigerian cat who out here just winning fights. He's just like a fighter, man. Like he a wrestler, so and he can throw him a little bit. Not a little bit, he can throw them things. So, but the whole car was fight. Thug Rose beat up some Brazilian chick, man. Homegirl Thug, shout out to her. They was banging. It was a rematch. I don't watch too many feminine fights. I love my sisters. I'm about to put myself in a bad situation and putting shit
your situation.
You know how stuff go. I love my sisters to death. I go to bat for y'all. It's only a few women's sports that I can truly get into, and UFC not one of them. But I seen the first fight, and I seen highlights and stuff and clips of the first fight. I was like, ooh, I gotta watch this. And I watched it. It was good. Like so, let's say I punched myself in the face and kicked myself in the dick or whatever you want to say, for being
self-hate.
Sexist, for being sexist on women UFC fights. But that was by far the best women's UFC fight I ever seen. And they was swinging them and they was hitting and connecting. So yeah, shout out to UFC 251 went down on their little fight island. So it was weird, no crowds and stuff. But so that's Ninja Moves. We're gonna get into news, couple of things that's going on in communities, and then we're gonna be on through. So that's it. Yo, what's up? We back. So it's a lot going on in the community right now that we got to talk about, man. I had to cherry pick a few different things out of all of the news, all of the things that's releasing, all of the bombshells that's been dropped. But it's a couple big ones that's kind of big. A couple big is kind of big, right? Redundancy, but there's a couple of things coming out, and I'm gonna hit y'all with some of the Ninja Turtle news. That's why I got my green Ninja Turtle shirt on today, man.
Turtle power.
Yeah, TMNT.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Forever. That's GOAT. They goated. That's goated. That was. I think that was the first situation that we had that we can be fans of. Mm-hmm. Really think about it, I had to because that was our there. That was for us. That was us. So look, okay. Yeah. So the news on the Ninja Turtle sites is two things going on right now. So the biggest news I'm hit y'all with that first is they are rebooting the movie franchise. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie franchise is getting rebooted by Nickelodeon Films, Nickelodeon Studios. It's going to be produced by Seth Rogen's production company, and it's going to be it's going to be written by some pretty renowned, some pretty solid writers with some good background. So I'm gonna post all the information up on the video on the screen for everybody, so everybody can see. But yeah, so it's gonna be so they redoing the movies. I actually like the last movie that came out for real. I didn't you know.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Really, you just gave that daddy look though. Like, what the fuck?
man, no, it'd be like that. We all know how
Oh
life
man,
is.
yeah,
What's up,
man. You know
James, what's happening?
what's happening, player?
Can you hear us? What's up,
What's up,
James?
James?
What's going
What's up,
on?
man? Oh, you out just like that too, huh? Okay.
Oh, in and out of there. So, yeah, Turtle Front. Okay, so we got the movies on the Turtle Front. Also on the Turtle Front, we actually got the last Ronin comic book series. So it's basically, I don't know if you want to call this a spinoff or just like a side story or a new comic series. Maybe it is. I guess it is I guess it would be a sequel or a spinoff of some sort. Boom. The Last Ronin. The Last Ronin is a spin-off comic series actually written by the original writers of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book series of the 80s. The original writer said that this story was written back in 1987 and they found it like some years back, and they said, now is the time to release it. So what it is actually, it's a story that it is one turtle that survived and three of the turtles are no longer around. They dead. So three turtles dead. One is alive. They haven't released which one it is. They've dropped some sneak peek panels for everybody to look. I'm gonna post those up for the video as well,
Right.
so y'all can see that. But yeah, so it's actually a few panels where you can see the remaining turtles. The remaining turtle has all of the weapons of his deceased brothers. So you see one turtle with all the weapons, and you don't know which one it is. And the people of the community have their own guesses. I believe it's only can be between Michelangelo and Donatello, just because it wouldn't make sense for it to be Leo. That should be cliche and whack. Ralph, I don't think Ralph, because they dropped like in one of the teaser visuals, they actually dropped a picture that is one of the turtles like kneeling down, and then it's the other three turtles in the spirit form like standing behind their brother, and then one of the turtles you can actually see like a cracked front shell, that Raphael received, in the series or whatever. So they everybody in the community is kind of writing off Ralph to a certain degree. So you can write off Ralph to a certain degree. You can almost write off Leonardo, because they better not go that route. They better not say, oh, the leader is the only one that lived. That should no. So what makes sense, it seemed like Michelangelo and Donatello. If I had a guess, I would guess Donatello. Donnie has always been my favorite, but I would say Donatello, because from the panels that I've seen, and I'm gonna post up here so everybody else can see and come up with their own, their own ideas and their own, guesses or whatever. I believe it's Donnie because he was talking about science, and he had a little bit of knowledge about just the things he was talking about, science, and more scientific and more knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. So, or I could be wrong. It's just my guess. So be new. How you feeling, man? What you think about that, man?
I'm with it. Now, unfortunately, I think it's going to be cliche, and I think it's going to be Leo, because that makes the most sense since he's the most disciplined out of the turtles. So personally, I think they're going to go that route as far as it being Leo and cliche, because
I hope not.
Like I said, he's disciplined. He's the leader. He's the one that makes the best decisions. You got to think Michelangelo is young and brash. Donatello is smart. He's a fighter, but that's not his forte. Raphael is too reckless, and he gets angry quick.
I think Ralph is the only one. I'm telling you, Ralph is about the only one we really can completely write off with that cracked shell and that image that, again, I'm gonna have that posted up. Probably have to post it up again as we bring it up. But I almost can write off. I think honestly, the best story would be if this should actually made Michelangelo mature. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that would be hard. Like if he just went from
I'm thinking too though, if it was Mikey though, because like if it was him and he actually matured and became like ice cold and like an assassin type of like character, that would be hard. because it would change the scope of like what their normal roles are. It's already changing scope anyways, but then that would
I
like,
mean,
because he was the
changing
one
scope,
that
nigga,
hadn't
they
grown up.
dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only one that hadn't grown up into like having a mature like mindset.
I know what you're saying. I was just being a dick.
Yeah, I know you're being a dick. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do.
True.
No, yeah. So I'm looking at a whole bunch of pictures and stuff, but it looks like it's gonna be either. I want to say my guess is Donnie or Mikey. That's what I'm hoping.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the ones that make sense. That's where the community kind of going with it. Everybody kind of writing off, like everybody know the obvious would be Leonardo. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I mean, he is the obvious one.
You got to see those preview. You got to see these those preview panels, yo, because that'll tell you a lot. Like it's kind of give you.
It just don't make sense for the leader to like.
Somebody would sacrifice himself. Yeah, somebody would sacrifice himself for like, you know what I'm saying? He would save himself for like.
He wouldn't be the one like they would probably be on some like, oh, we killed the leader, and the Ninja Turtles aren't any good anymore, right? That type of shit though. So like they write him off, and then fucking Donatello or Mikey pop out of nowhere. Like, and I can see Raphael like dying with Leonardo too, like fucking around and trying to
because they fought the most and they butted heads the most, that they was the ones that, you know what I'm saying, like Leonardo probably like sacrificed himself to go help Raphael when he was going off being a hothead or something, or vice versa. Maybe Ralph went to go save Leonardo or whatever the case may be, man. We gonna see, man. This is one I'm looking forward to though. So I think I believe it releases September 9th. So we got a little bit of time, but I came across that and came across those preview images, and I got excited. So thought I'd share that with y'all. So actually came in, and next we actually came across, or there's some news in the industry about Batwoman. I don't watch that. I don't watch any of the CW shows. So be new, man. You got to carry that, man. So what you know about the new Batwoman? What you know about that?
This new Batwoman is a completely new character for the CW show. So she's not in the comic books, and she's not necessarily in any TV show. This is like she's like a Harley Quinn, strictly made for the TVs. For those who don't know, Harley Quinn was originally made for the Batman animated TV show as the Joker's girlfriend, but she became wildly popular, so they ended up adding her in the comic books. So this character is something like that, and the reason why they did that is because the actress known as Ruby Rose out of nowhere quit, and Ruby Rose was playing Kathy Kane, who is Bruce Wayne's cousin. She up and quit, so the CW decided to use a entirely new original character. The issue is that most comic book fandom don't like when you do a palette swap or a race change. If you do a race change, for the most part, there's YouTubers that talk about it. You'll see it in the comment section. People do not like this move.
So for y'all, for the listeners, so everybody can know, it's a sister. This new character is a sister. So
her name is
sister. So
her movie name, her name is Javicia Leslie. So yeah, and she's a fine chocolate sister too. Ain't no doubt about it.
Shout out Miss Leslie. Congratulations on the upcoming role. You got support with the Real Ninja Reviews podcast from day one. We got you. We know these nerds is over here hating, and they're gonna try to pull you down and say all this, slander your name and say all this bad stuff, man. We gotta support our own. We got
and the character she plays is called Ryan Wilder. Just to let everybody know,
and
for
also,
context.
Hopefully she good. Hopefully
she good. I was done.
No, so actually Ruby Rose on Instagram shouted out Javisha though. So
yeah, it was a production. I think it was a production. I mean, I believe it said production schedule conflict, which most of the time what that means is the actor got another role that was a better opportunity.
Yeah, she probably had opportunity. Yeah.
Movie or something, a movie or a better show. Something came up.
Something like that.
I mean,
she had to pass the torch. I mean, she probably wasn't in the plans, but
how many seasons is this? What, they only do one season?
It's two. She
did two. Okay.
Ruby did one, and then the new character is doing. I mean, new character. Wow. Miss Leslie is doing the second season of Batwoman.
Okay, so she only did one. There's only been one season of Batwoman.
It's only been one season of Batwoman.
Okay.
But like I said, I just want context purposes for listeners who don't read comics, and I'm just trying to like emphasize that if you're not a comic book fan, it won't matter to you. But for comic book fans, this situation matters, and they get really pissed off. I could go
So
for
Brian,
hours on
because
that.
I know you got all the knowledge though for the listeners though. Just break down
Sage, Black Billy.
Sage, please
Sage,
enlighten us.
Yeah, Sage, Black Billy.
Please enlighten us on Batwoman's backstory. How did she come to be?
All right, so one of the things about Kathy Kane was that, if I remember correctly, her father ended up getting killed, and when she saw Batman, or Bruce Wayne, I should say, in his Batman costume fight crime, she ended up deciding to take on the mantle. But the thing is that Batman did not give her permission to dress like him. Kathy is also more violent than Batman or Bruce Wayne, whichever way you want to go.
Oh, she killing niggas?
Huh?
She killing motherfuckers? Or
yeah.
No? Oh,
She's
cool.
willing to kill.
I want to see.
She used guns. Batman is not with guns.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know Kathy used guns. I knew that much.
Yeah, she used guns. She's willing to kill, which goes against, Bruce Wayne's code. So, they had arguments, and at some point he just said they came to a happy medium. So he said, look, I'll help train you, but what you have to do is tone down your violence, something that she had a hard time doing.
Which is crazy, though, because Batman came from an assassin organization, though. Which I'm not even going to do it, but okay.
Yeah, Batman was trained by the League of Assassins.
Right. What the fuck? Of course.
He went around the world. Like, Batman got all types of crazy training, to be honest.
Yeah. But even though that probably shaped his, like, non-killing identity, but, I mean, in a world of superheroes, people die.
I mean, he ain't gonna. I mean, besides just the Dark Knight. Besides the Dark Knight series, the only one he was really like messing people up.
Yeah, Batman in 1930s was brutal.
Everybody in the 1930s was brutal.
You talking about the monster area, bro? Like, yeah, of course.
He was kind of brutal. He had guns. He was more violent. And then during the 1970s that's when superheroes had a no killing rule. But that's stemming from what's it called? Let me look at it. It's pretty much, you used to have that label, and it was always it's the comic book code. It's the comic book code. That's what it's called. And that code is that you couldn't have, homosexual behavior. You couldn't kill. Heroes were not allowed to kill. Villains were always supposed to lose. You couldn't really have minority lead characters. So if you're Black, Asian, Mexican, you couldn't be a lead character.
Can you find that?
Yeah,
for us written down somewhere. Yeah, I will.
And that's some real history right there, Brian. You coming with jewels today,
right? Professor Billy. We missed a few.
Yeah, it's got the comic book code of authority.
Wise one.
What the listeners don't know is, Brian was dropping gems when we wasn't recording before this whole segment. So.
Oh man. Yeah, me and him was going back and forth, and he was over here educating me like I was in a lecture. Which is cool.
Yeah.
If only he could educate himself on that Monster Hunter, then he'd be okay.
Segue.
We went there.
That's a perfect.
You threw some shade right there.
So, man, look, Monster Hunter dropped a new monster, Alatrion, however you pronounce it. I'm gonna say Alatrion. No, it's only one L, so it's Alatrion.
Yeah, Alatron. You can say Alatron.
No, it ain't Alatron. Yeah,
it's not. It's Alatron.
Yeah, because it'd be two L's. Yeah, it's Alatron. Alatrion, Haltrion. Yo, we butchering this shit. I'm gonna post it again. I love having video. I love that we can post this up so people can see this. Okay, so
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, we
new
smoked it though.
monster. Right, yeah, we beat
Altron.
out.
What the
Yeah,
fuck is his name?
we're gonna call it A.
Alley
All
Cat.
right, we're
It's
gonna
called
call it Al.
Treon.
Just call it Al. Oh, Treon. Okay.
Old Tria.
So Treon is a dragon that has, for all our Monster Hunter World fans. Treon is a dragon that has what, all of the elements be new.
He
Tell
has
us
all of the
your
elements, but he
experience.
uses 3 specific ones. He'll start with fire, then he'll switch to ice, then he'll switch to dragon, then he switches back to fire. But then he'll start using lightning, he'll start using water. F that thing,
Damn.
by the way.
He's
Sounds
like
terrible.
that one beast. What was it? From Final Fantasy they put in.
Behemoth.
the Behemoth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He's using all the elements. Because Behemoth did wind and ice and fire and
And the meteor thing.
Yeah,
he used meteor. And I just want listeners to know this dude has a move that you cannot block. You cannot hide from it, and it's a
nuke. Yeah, he got one of the. He got a nuke. That's what in the Monster Hunter community. He got a one hit. The one hit kills. I don't.
Yeah, something judgment. Yeah, it's a one hit. Like literally, you can't block it. Like I thought, how.
So what? You got to beat him up to stop him from doing it or something?
Yeah, you have to pretty much beat him up, and it's.
I can't wait to get back on there though. Is it?
You have to use elemental damage. The problem with, Go ahead, Jerry.
No, is that part of just a download or is it a new season?
Yeah, that's new. Like
no, it's new, so you automatically get it.
Yeah,
if
Monster Hunter hook you up.
If you got Iceborne, so you good.
Yeah. So Iceborne, it's not part of Iceborne. This is a whole different chapter.
It is. No, it's part of Iceborne.
It's Iceborne is a whole new game. Iceborne. Once we bought Iceborne again, that's basically you rebought a new game. So you got like 2 more years.
So does he exist in that whole land, or do you got to have your land at a certain level?
I think he in the Safi.
He's in one of Safi Jiva's part.
Yeah,
it looks like. It's in stage 2.
Did you play Safi
Jiva?
Did you play Safi Jiva, Jerry?
Oh no, the last one before this one, no, I didn't.
The big name it was like a year ago.
Oh, the regular Safi Jiva, yeah, I beat the crap out of Safi Jiva multiple times.
He's thinking Xenojiva.
Oh
no, he had to play the Red Dragon. He had to play that.
The Red Dragon, the one where you do levels, you do multiple levels. You got to do it multiple times, just like how you had to do Kuve.
Oh no, I didn't do that. That's when I cut off.
Dog, when the last time you been on Monster Hunter? 2 years ago?
It's been about a year. It's been about a year. Remember because
he didn't see Safi came a year ago.
You ain't even
I stopped playing Monster Hunter when we started fucking around with Call of Duty. So it's been about 8 months. Yeah,
it's been a while. So we need to. So whenever I get back on,
because Iceborne came out when in the summer last summer or September.
No,
I thought it was October.
It came out fall. It'd be a year.
No, he might be right. It came out. No, it didn't come out October. It did come to the first of 2019.
Remember,
I thought.
Because was it 2019?
Yeah, we got to look it up.
Yeah,
because I was so far ahead. I was doing so much shit.
Yeah, but none of us playing Monster Hunter when Iceborne came out. Because I was playing it. Because I was.
I restarted it back up. Yep.
Right, and I had to tell you, I was letting y'all know what.
No, Jerry, you was right. It was September 6th, 2019.
So it was summer. That was summer last summer. So.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the Monster Hunter. So we're gonna keep it. So keeping it in games. Call of Duty Season 4 has released since our last episode. These suckers don't mess with Call of Duty. I just got back on. I didn't touch Season 3.
Correction. I ain't messing with any video games right now.
Yeah. Same.
I don't understand Call of Duty, so
it's still in storage right now.
Yeah, I'm the only one right now that's on. Sean and Mel play. They get down on Call of Duty, but they ain't with us right now. They be back, but bike. Yeah, they be bike. But it was Season 4, man. So what's interesting about Season 4, besides the typical playlist changes and the nerfs and buffs of certain guns and this and the other, we're not even worried about that. What's the bigger issue that's plaguing the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone community is this hacking, man. I've been trying to tell people. I've seen in the beginning because I was playing it. I thought Warzone was like best release because I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I thought it was the best shit ever. Like I'm like, man, it's a battle royale Call of Duty that I actually can mess with. It's better than the Black Ops version, way better. Anyway, I loved it. But then I started noticing that people was cheating. Like I was like, I would die, and I'm like, there's no way this person outshot me. There's no way this person hit me from that far. I'm talking about lasers, getting laser from 200 yards with a you know what I'm saying, with an assault rifle, 300 yards away, mugs headshot you, cracking you. Y'all wouldn't know none of that mean, but it's frustrating. You can tell, and you can like when after somebody beats you, you can actually spectate, so you can see the people cheating. And so what happens in the community and within the hacking is two big things that goes on. So what happens is these hackers use what they call wall hacks. All right, it's two different main hacks that they use. Wall hacks. Wall hacks are when basically the hacker gets to see like a polygon version of your character through all the walls of the game. So it's like a little polygon box that they can see, and they can see it all obviously at all points. So they know when you're about to walk around the corner, when you're about to walk down the door. They know exactly where you are at all times. They get a ridiculous advantage. Obviously, they cheating. So it's that you got that hack, and then you got the old OG aimbot hack, where obviously the hack helps you aim accurately, busting people in the head with headshots from again 200, 300, 400 meters away. So you got
So
a
you saying
wall
they going back to like Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare 2 and
It's
3
worse,
hacks?
bro. It's worse because what happens in Warzone is you get on Xbox when you have to do crossplay because you can. I mean, the
Right.
good thing that's the beauty of the game is you can do crossplay. You can play with PC, you can play with PlayStation. But the bad thing is the PC people be cheating so much. Niggas already do the controller hacks, do the Cronus Max hacks. That's how they get the rapid fire and some of the aimbot hacks on system. It exists on system, but wall hacks on Warzone, man, gee, it's a whole nother world. I'm gonna have to post a link to a video I watched on YouTube, where one of the streamers actually got to chat with one of the hackers, and he told him all the information, how much the shit costs, what they see, what happens, how they ban it, because Call of Duty and Activision, so they've been saying that they gonna do what they gotta do to anti-cheat and anti-hack or whatever, but the stuff they doing really don't work because even hackers know it don't work. Like they can get around that. So
Well, I just
cheating.
want to point out something. What you just said, they was doing mass banning, but Twitter's been reacting to it because they also been banning. It seems like they've been banning for people who are not cheating.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, right. So good point. And I was gonna get to that. They're banning around people. The people who actually cheating are not getting banned. Like I just seen another article, just read an article today that was saying dude literally said in an interview, I've been cheating, I've been hacking for 6 months. 6 months, and I haven't been banned at all. He's like, I don't even have a fear of being banned. The only people, if you bought the game, actually bought the full Call of Duty game, and then play Warzone, they basically know they won't get banned. Like they won't.
So what you basically saying is, and we already knew this though. Well, what you basically saying is that all of these hackers are basically making all the people that spent all this money on all these different updates and seasons for Call of Duty, like to currently just be like displeasured in the amount of service they're getting because they're allowing this shit to keep happening.
They allowing it to happen, but we keep buying the games, so that's our fault too. We all,
we all know how bad. I mean, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare like 2 and 3's hacks
2 was
probably
terrible.
one of the greatest video game like hacks I've ever seen in the era. Like,
I mean, that's nothing compared to this. Like you don't.
But you
this
saying
is
it's worse.
Literally worse. And that we got to think everything has advanced. What you talking about is something that was going on over a decade ago. Think about how much hacking.
Out there.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. So I'm talking about keep it in the context. Think about what's going on now. Like so. Okay. So this is how the battle royale. Because I ain't even hit, but bro. Okay. So how battle royale works? It's 150 players, right? So
yeah, I played battle royale before.
So if it's a when.
The one time I was back on fucking the game system before I left home, I got on there and did not do well.
Well,
but I've seen it.
You weren't playing with me. You weren't on
No,
there
I
with
won't play.
me.
I play by myself. I hopped on.
Nobody does that. Okay, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
Whatever. Fuck you.
it so 150
shit. All right, my bad.
150 people on the match. So I mean, a good match for a regular player, 5, 6, 7 kills. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. You start getting good, you start getting 10, 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? If you like bussing and you like kind of hitting it hard, you getting 20 something kills. That's not easy to do. That's very kind of difficult to do. But that's like within the realm of reality. If you getting more than 25 kills, if you getting any 30, 40, 50, 60, come on, 30, 40, 50, 60, that's half, upwards of half, 30%,
in the
40% of the
area
whole
of
play.
how much area you can be in at one spot though.
Yeah, you got to be
domain,
hacking.
right?
Anything more than anything more than that 25 to 30 amount, you basically cheating. Like unless you have like the match of your life. So we got them on. Oh, yeah, so that's the Call of Duty situation. So we're gonna hit it. And one more thing, let y'all know before we head on out of here. Thank you, because the summer seasons of all the animes have returned.
Ooh,
oh my god! Thank you.
The anime gods. Thank goodness.
It's
Thank
back,
God
man.
y'all came back on.
So
y'all
that's
fight.
for me. Everything is back. I think by this week everything is back. But for me, so that's One Piece is back.
Smith.
Black
Hey,
Clover
can I say
is
something?
back. What's up?
This last season of anime, spring 2020, and this is gonna be real. Outside of the shonen that came out, might be the worst season I've seen in the past 4 years. It could possibly be. Literally, seriously,
Yeah, we seen the spring lineup in the winter, and we knew it was terrible.
I mean, winter lineup was way better than spring.
But I'm saying we seen the spring lineup in the winter. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, but we didn't think it was gonna be that whack though. It was 2 of them that Tower of God was the only one that I give any credit to because that shit is actually stupid.
That didn't come out. That just came out.
That was spring though.
Summer. Episode
Tower
1.
of God.
Tower of God. Episode 1 just came out like last week.
No, you thinking about something.
You think about God of High School.
My bad.
Yeah,
you're right.
God of High School came out.
I'm thinking, yeah,
God of High School. Episode 1 came out.
So God of High School is also another webcomic. And they are that's some Korean shit, by the way. People don't know.
That it is Korean. I'm trying to understand it though.
Yeah, but God of High School is basically
God of High School is hard.
It's a fighting like tournament style.
Yeah, this is a martial. We was talking about them tournaments and
the martial arts. Yeah, it's a martial arts.
God of High School.
I've actually read the webcomic on God of High School. I would say it's literally though, like from the aspects that I've seen, it's dope. 100% dope. It ain't too much more that's better than it though. Like from a fighting standpoint of a new anime, it's going if they animate it correctly, it's gonna be like on like Baki level type shit.
Yeah. They did right. I mean that first episode.
Baki.
Well,
you said what?
I said I wasn't a big fan of well, see, I had I told you, shout out to Seahawk because he was always talking about Baki, and I was just blowing him off.
Shout out to Seahawk too. He texted me like this week and told me that he checked out a few of the episodes and stuff. So shout out to Seahawk. My bad, be new. Shout out to Seahawk.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that. I was just that I just was blowing out because he's like, man, you need to be watching that Baki. Like, man, everybody watching no goddamn. I didn't gave Seahawk
some shout outs on this show before because
we did.
Yeah, he was the first one. He was the first one to put me on the Baki like early 2000s. I mean, like fresh out of high school, 2004, 2005, fresh out of high school, bro. Clyde talked about something. You should watch Baki the Grappler. I'm like, I'm not watching that shit. And then
that's what I'm saying. Look, watch the Grappler.
Though.
Like, no,
yeah, it was good though. I mean,
I want to look at that. Yeah. I want to see some superpowers, homie.
Yeah, he was right though. He was right. So, but
they do superpower. It's a superpower level of fights, but it goes towards that like.
All right, let me ask you, like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Is it like a little bit less? I would say
a little bit less from because Yu Yu Hakusho literally a tournament the entire time, but like this is more like inheritance, learning
He means like on
Ninja
a
martial
power
Scroll
scale.
arts.
You talking on a power scale, right? I want to make sure we on.
Yeah, I'm talking about power scale.
You talking about power
Yeah,
scale?
the
It's a little
power.
bit less than Yu Yu Hakusho because they was demons and like had like
Right,
crazy
right. But I
powers
will
and
say
stuff.
this though. Well, when you get into it, it gets to that level of demons and gods. It goes further along. The main character, I ain't gonna spoil it for anybody, but
I
he's
was thinking
legit.
about reading the manga of it anyway.
He might be more OP than Goku.
Well, with his love
Kakarot.
of fight. See, I haven't finished it. I got into like the first few, but he got that love of fighting and stuff. How you can see all of that, but I didn't see like the extent of
the Japanese staple,
his power.
The Asian staple, I should say.
I would say he inherits a power that's beyond whatever the scope of power is in their universe. At some point.
Oh, so
he warped Digivolves.
So that's
my bad. Shout out to Digimon. I'm the only one that's gonna say it. I'm hyped.
Digimon, digital monsters.
I'm
just kidding.
I'm the only one.
Never getting a Digimon, bro. Like
this Digimon is supposed to be darker though. It's a reboot of the first season, but it's supposed to be. Digimon was actually dark. If you read
the first season was hard though. Yeah, the first season it was like
Japanese version of it.
I mean, they was dying. I mean, when they went to that little dimension and they had. I mean, I just remember they had like the angel
Angemon
thing
and Angemon.
So yeah, so the summer
honestly, the American version made it for kids. So they cut a lot of stuff out, but then because I watched the Japanese version of it, because I was like, I think it was on Netflix. They had the American and the Japanese version.
I really think the reason is because Americans always attach a certain meaning to a certain sound. So Pokemon sounds quite similar, and Pokemon was very, very happy-go-lucky, but Digimon exactly was not that. So they made it that way on purpose.
I love the Pokemon universe, man. Pokemon universe may be one of my favorite because it is happy like that. But like you ever notice, like it ain't no creeps around there. Like
I think Digimon didn't come out. Digimon didn't come out until like Pokemon already had like Game Boy games and shit though, right?
Digimon came out in '99.
Right, Digimon came out after Pokemon. that was after Pokemon was already doing it.
Pokemon already had video games though.
Yeah, Pokemon was already a hit before Digimon.
We was all feeding the Pokemon, and it was like, hey man, we need a trade, but I gotta go to your house. So
yeah.
I got that core. I'll never forget. My dad took me to go get that core from Kmart. Never forget.
Oh man, I was at your house. We was feeding on that game one day. Once we traded the Pokemon, we was like.
So I'm sorry at Pokemon because back at the old house where I grew up at, I had a binder full of holographic cards. I had 3, 4, 5 pages of holographic cards. Charizard, Bulbasaur, I have Mewtwo holographic
cards.
Still
worth money. Them things still worth money now.
My mom threw them bitches away, cuz.
I believe.
When I went to go move her out of the house, it was already thrown away. I was like, well, because I had in the attic, I had Smitty might know, like back in the day at that old West End house, we had like an attic that had a room in it that had like all of our storage and stuff. And after I went through my Pokemon phase, I put all my cards in there, like in storage. But when I came back as
the Pokemon phase never ends.
It was gone. Sorry.
I'm about to say Pokemon phase is just a difference. We ain't hardcore.
I took a hiatus. Shout
out to the brothers that used to buy their Pokemon cards from Blockbuster on the low. Back in the day.
Blockbuster.
I was thinking that same thing.
Wow. You can buy Pokemon cards at Blockbuster, bro. No lie.
I should have got into the Pokemon card game, but them card games like
it was
Magic.
Toys R Us and stuff too, though. Oh, Magic, yeah.
Man, I was too busy getting down with Pokemon Stadium, man. Hooking the Game Boy up to the 64.
Oh yeah, we was feeding on that.
Remember they?
Because he was like, "Hey man, you need to get this Pokemon Stadium."
Yeah,
Pokemon was hard though. Pokemon was like one of the
hard though, for real.
Underappreciated. Yeah, I mean,
it is.
It shaped my video game life though. I ain't gonna lie, it was one of the founding. It was one of the foundational points for me.
Well, look, we got to cut it right here. My little one just closed the door to go to sleep, and I cannot afford to keep her up. So
I hear you on that.
So we got this. So we'll get up with y'all. I get up with y'all players. I get up with y'all fellas.
And one last thing: gold or blue?
Gold.
Pokemon. Doing gold. Okay.
Gold
Gold.
or blue?
Remember,
He
it was
said
blue and
gold or
red. It
blue
was gold,
Pokemon.
silver. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was gold
I
and
went.
silver.
I was gold and red. I was gold
You like
and
red?
red. I had
Yeah.
red. I was gold and red.
I was silver and red.
Silver and red. I was gold and blue.
Yeah, it was definitely gold and
I had the one with
gold and
Lugia.
red.
Lugia
I
was
had
hard.
Huo. Yeah, definitely. Nigga, a gold cartridge. Nigga, well, no way I wasn't getting that.
That gold daddy though.
It
That
was
bitch hard.
shiny. I'm like a gold with that shining purple Game Boy. That purple
What you
Game Boy.
mean gold? Gold, nigga, gold. Okay.
Hard.
Yeah.
All right, man. We out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.